Hello from the Y. My name is Jillian, and I'm here to show you today a yoga pose called Tadasana, mountain pose. A mountain pose is a very strong pose, and we want to sort of really be grounded and stable in our standing pose. So we're going to start with our feet slightly apart. So find your hip bones, those two little bony protrusions at the front of your pelvis, and think about taking your feet right underneath those hip bones. We're going to take all of our toes up off the floor and spread them nice and wide. And then one by one, start to take the toes back down toward the floor, keeping them spread nice and wide to help you grip onto the floor and keep you nice and stable. Start to rock your weight back and forth, side to side a little bit. We're going to try and really find that center of gravity, that space where you really feel very stable and secure. So just rock back and forth and side to side until you find that spot where you're really, really secure and safe and stable in your mountain pose. So a lot of times people have a tendency to lock out their knees when they're standing up, so they're just locked completely straight. But in mountain pose, we want to have a little bit of softness to the knees. So just take the lock out of your knees and make your knees just a little bit softer. And then take your hands onto your hips or onto your waist. We're going to start to tip the pelvis back and forth just a little bit, trying to find that spot where you're not tipped too far forward and you're not tipped too far backward. So that spot where it's just right, not too far forward and not too far backward. And settle into that spot. Good. We have a little bit of light activation in our core, so we're trying to pull that navel in toward the spine just a little bit to help keep you upright. And then start to roll your shoulders up and back to help open up the chest nice and wide. So our chest is nice and wide, shoulders are open, shoulders are down, away from the ears, neck is nice and long. We're going to bring our hands down by our sides, palms facing forward. And then start to reach the top of your head all the way up toward the sky. So make your spine nice and long, like you're reaching up toward the ceiling. Tuck your chin in just a little bit, and there you have mountain pose. So Tadasana or mountain pose is a little bit more complicated than just standing there. A lot of things that you have to worry about and focus on to help keep you nice and stable and strong in your mountain pose. And this mountain pose is a starting point for a lot of different other poses in yoga. So here is mountain pose. Thank you for joining me and have a wonderful day. Namaste.